Hi,
Hello,
I'm Ben,
I'm Lacey.
and we're the Barnes family. You're watching our vlog right now, but we wanted to do something a little different. Our last video, we mentioned starting a clothing brand, but we kind of want to do like a mini series to dive into step one from starting a clothing brand to making your first sale. Join us on this week's vlog as we jump into this. Why don't we share the backstory of how we kind of started a brand and where that went day one.
Yeah, it was kind of my idea during COVID.
It was definitely your idea.
Yeah, I come up with these ideas and then I do absolutely nothing with them. And he's like, no, we're going to do it. So during COVID, in 2020, I wanted to start an athletic wear brand. So we started looking at leggings.
Why'd you want to start a brand?
Just because of my size, it's really hard to find products that I like. I always have to get clothes altered, or I find one brand that I love and I stick with it and I never shop anywhere else.
Yeah, so there was like a lane for something that we felt we could really tap into, you know. She's small and short and she likes Lululemon, so this high quality athletic wear, and it's the middle of the pandemic and we have nothing to do and we're like throwing all these ideas around. Let's start a athletic wear company.
We did everything. We got samples. They were horrible, don't fit, which spent a lot of money on, a lot of time. We made our logo, we did our branding, we created a website, an LLC, all of which we totally canned because it was too much work.
No, I disagree. I don't think it's because it was too much work. I think it's because it didn't go the way that it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. I think it was a combination of us not having a real passion to do this thing, right?
And us not knowing what and just trying to jump into it.
Yeah, so mixing like a lack of passion and difficulty set us up to just be like, screw it, right? So that was 2020. Fast forward, let's say March, April of 22, I had this idea, let's just do it, like instead of doing a athletic wear, why don't we do a Christian-based clothing line? We can do some cool design, some cool clothes to wear, because going to church every Sunday, I feel like I run out of stuff to wear. Like I'm either like overdressed or underdressed sometimes. And it was really trying to find like that balance of how can I be both? How can I look cool but presentable, professional, right? But not like, I don't like to wear suits. I just don't. And so it was just trying to find something that is comfortable, but I can wear it to the mall or I can wear it to church. So I was like, hey, Lace, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this, whatever? And so that's kind of like the short story of how we got to the beginning of our current brand now, His Favorite. So we're gonna just go through some steps for anyone that is considering starting a clothing line. Step one would be to find a vendor. There's so many vendors out there. If you go on Instagram and you just type in clothing line vendors or whatever, you can find thousands of people. We use Alibaba. Alibaba is what works for us. Different things work for different people, or they say, what is it, different strokes for different folks. Alibaba works for us, but you just have to find the right person at Alibaba. So I would say if that is a route you want to go, just type in, you know, whatever the design you're looking for, right? Nike hoodie, you know, Lululemon leggings or snapback cap or whatever it is, and go through, look through people's facilities, their pictures. Sometimes people even do sales. But the most important thing, I would say, find a vendor that's verified. It's just a small blue check mark, and that means that they're verified through Alibaba. They go through whatever steps that they have to go through to get that verified tag. But you know that they're a reputable vendor because of that verified stamp. Once you find a vendor, or once you find a few vendors, start messaging these people. Hey, what's your minimum order quantity? Some of these people, they won't work with small vendors or, you know, small businesses. I've been told 1,000, I've been told 5,000, I've been told 500, you know. As a startup company, some people have money and resources to order 500. I just wasn't gonna do it. So like I said, ask what the minimum order quantity is. And I would even ask if it's negotiable, you know. As
for communicating with them on Alibaba, they're on the whole other side of the world. The best times are here, our time at 1 a.m. Because that's like middle of their workday.
Yeah, when it's 1 a.m. here, it's 1 p.m. there. So I'm up at like 1 a.m. in the bed, like on the phone, and Lacey's like, who the heck are you talking to? And I'm like, I'm talking to Emily, you know. That's the best way for me to get fast response, because I'm like, I need instant response. So I'm at 1 a.m. talking to them, minimum order quantity, you know, colors, ask as many questions as you want. That's what those people are there for. They are the salespeople. So ask them for color swatches. Ask them, you know, if I do, you know, whatever the minimum, if it's 100, can I do 2 colors in the 100? Can I do 3 colors? How many sizes can I do, you know? Ask those questions, because the worst they can do is say, sorry, I can't work with you. So number 1 is find a vendor. Number 2 is make sure they're verified. Number 3 is
minimum order quantity.
Minimum order quantity. Number 4, times to communicate. Number 5, before you start spending money, because it adds up real quick, find out what the price of samples is. Samples are very expensive. Like, I'm talking $150 for a hoodie, you know, for a sample, something that you might not even like, something that you might not wear, something that might be messed up. So ask about the, you know, how much are samples, see if they can send you like fabric swatches with those samples, find out the shipping and their turnaround time. Turnaround time not only on the samples, but when you place your large order as well. You know, I hear, this has not worked for me, but I've heard sometimes people will apply the price of the sample towards a large order. My vendors personally don't do it, but that was one of the things that I heard, so it doesn't hurt to ask too.
And shipping for us took about 6 to 8 weeks once we actually placed our order.
Yes, once we placed our full order, I think the sample was probably like 3 to 5 weeks-ish. Some of the vendors would try to talk you out of like your logo. Hey, why don't I just send you a hoodie instead of, I'm like, I want to see the entire product, you know, with the tag, with the logo, you know. And I'm an advocate. I order 2 sizes. I order a size large and a size small, for more reasons than one. She can wear the small, I wear the large, and then we can really see like a gauge of what the medium might look like and what the extra large might look like.
How it wears and how it washes.
Yeah, so we like wash our stuff, you know, a few times. Ask if it's a pre-shrunk cotton, you know, because if it's not and you throw it in the washer, your large might end up turning into a medium. So wear it around, take it everywhere, wear it out, wash it, throw it around, you know, just to see how durable it is, because you have to think like your product is a representation of your brand, and you might take great care of it and you might take it to the laundromat and the dry cleaner, but you know, your customers might not. So just test the durability of the product. Some people are against Fiverr. I love Fiverr. If you're not familiar, it's like a platform where you can contract work out, website design, marketing, logos, everything, you know, and it's reasonably priced. A lot of these people are also overseas, so you can get that work done a lot cheaper than if it was like a US company. And honestly, the work is just as good.
Fiverr, before you pay, you can ask them all the questions about how many edits they do, what type of files they're gonna send you, so you know if you can send it to these people on Alibaba or if you can use it for your website or whatever it is that you want to do. You can get different samples of what you want.
Yeah, so on Fiverr, everything is negotiable. Everything is negotiable.
Even their prices.
Even the price, everything is negotiable. I currently am working with like 2 Fiverr vendors, and they're great. I would message them, you know, I would go through my person, you know, I would type in minimalist logo, right? And I'm just looking for people. And Fiverr has verified people too. I think once they have that verified stamp on Fiverr, they're charging a lot more. So I personally don't care if they're verified or not, because if you're not satisfied with the work, then you just don't pay for it. I would message people, hey, can you do a logo? Can you do a minimalist logo? You know, how many edits do I get? That's one of the first questions I would ask. And they would say, you know, 3 edits. Okay, can I get 5? You know, so whatever the price, and I really don't care to negotiate prices. You can. I pay people what they ask for, but I might ask for a little more out of that too. Have a general idea of what you're looking for, because every logo person doesn't do everything on Fiverr. So if you're looking for like a giant cartoon design, don't message a minimalist logo person, you know, and vice versa. Find your Fiverr person, ask them how many edits you can get your logo. Once you got all that, stay tuned for our next video. In part 2, we're gonna talk about
samples of everything in all of our branding materials that we've bought.
Yep. So like, comment, subscribe, or whatever the cool kids say on YouTube.
Any questions you want to see for next time?
Yeah, if you have any questions, comment below. In the meantime, check out our promo video. If you're interested to see our website and our brand, it's just hisfavoriteapparel.com. It's a Christian-based clothing line. It's a really cool stuff. You can kind of wear it to the mall, to the movies, to church, really wherever. We're wearing it right now. Really comfortable stuff. Shameless plug, of course. But yeah, if you have any questions, just comment below. We love to talk about any questions you guys have, and we'll see you guys next week.